Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing another nerdy video. In my previous video we finally completed the conquest of Corellia, bringing an end to the world quest line for that, as well as all the other ones that came before it. So that means we are now officially in the end game content of Star Wars: The Old Republic, or at least the original endgame content, as well as any new storyline that is shared amongst all the classes. Now, as you can see now, folks, instead of seeing Old Republic, instead what you're looking at is my Chrome page of the spinning wheel. On the wheel, I've put down all the classes that I have yet to do a stream on, and we are going to then use this to pick what class I'm going to play. And then I even have one set up with some of the races that I know I can play as, that I will then also pick, or I'll add to some of them. So, first, let us determine what story, like what origin story am I going to be playing. So here we go. We are going with this smuggler. Yep, we are going with the smuggler. And I clearly misspelled it. I don't know how to spell it, but clearly I misspelled it. So there we go. We're just going to remove that. And we are going to close Chrome, bring up the game, and we're going to select create a new character. We are not going to use any of the boosted system. We're just going to go straight into, we're going to go to new game. We are going to pick Republic, which is going to be interesting. I'm sort of glad we got a Republic character, because it does mean that we get to, see the Republic planets, as well as, because some of the planets are shared, some of them aren't, and the planets that are shared have very different locations. Now, as per the new system, we have our origin, the smuggler, but we have to choose our playstyle. We have gunslinger, clearly. So we have 8 different playstyles. The mercenary, power tech, sniper, operative, commando, and the vanguard. Now we have a class that has the sniper and the operative, so I believe I'm going to actually exclude those. So we're going to only have 6 listed. Here we go. So I'm actually going to need a new spinning wheel tab before we get to race. There we go. So we have gunslinger, and all that sound is just my dogs running all over the place. Scoundrel. I'm just going to put Merc for Ting, and I'm just going to put Power for Power Tech to shorthand it, speed this up. Commando, which I feel like excluding Vanguard and Commando, just because they don't really feel like smuggler playstyles, because again the Commando uses the heavy cannon. It uses a big ass weapon, which is not exactly a smuggler. The Vanguard does use a blaster rifle, which I think they could get away with. The power tech, not so much. Actually, technically all of them. The only 4 classes that would actually fit a smuggler is the operative, which is again stretching it. There's gunslinger, scoundrel, and mercenary. If I'm being realistic, they're the only ones that would really fit, due to the fact of they don't wear heavy armor. Mercenary wears medium armor, and it relies heavily on pistols. Regardless, we have not had any fun with these six, so we're gonna keep the spinning wheel going. So I'm just gonna bring back up the wheel. There we go. So here we go. We are going with power tech. So we're going to be a heavily armored smuggler. Very interesting. So let's see. So that's our first bit. So quick, clever, and answering to no one. Smugglers know that sometimes luck is more important than skill, but it never hurts to have both. The best is the best in shielding, defensive tactics, high-powered flamethrowers combine to make the power tech an impenetrable one-person blockade, getting up close and personal to take down enemies of all sizes. So there we go. So we have all melee. We have damage over time, direct damage, and defense. So that's we have an interesting character so far. Now I know nothing of the smuggler story, so I have no idea how it's going to play out in terms of romance options and the like. So I have no preference. With some of the other characters, I do have a preference because of knowledge of the characters. But with the smuggler, I have no idea. But to honor, I'm gonna go with male, just because I feel like playing it safe, and also like the whole Han esqueness of it all. So there we go. Alright, so we have races. Now, we have some races that are unlocked, some are locked. Some of them you can only access if you pay extra money, such as the Tergruta, I can never remember the name of the squid race there, and the Qatar. Those three you have to pay extra money for the cartel market, but again, it's purely for role playing purposes. Actually no, there is some options in the game that comment on if you're a Sith pureblood or if you're a Chiss. So there might be some interactions that do acknowledge that. But yeah, we need to add some stuff to the wheel. So let me just take off this way so I can read the. So in terms of the race wheel, we have Sith check, human check, cyborg check, Twi'lek check, Chiss check. So we're missing. I think they're called Meraluka. I'm not familiar. And Zabrak. So there we go. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that race right. What's the name of the species? It's not giving me the. No, Meraluka is the blind race. They have an M in their name as well. I just cannot, for the life of me, think of the species name. All right, let's bring up thing. I'm just going to leave it as Meraluka, just to save time. So here's the races. Let's spin the wheel. My character is going to be. I should have removed Chiss. We'll default to Twi'lek if it's a Chiss, because we've already had a Chiss character. So it's going to be a Twi'lek. So there we go. Alright. Let's go with just sort of build. Let's see. Lock that in. go with that. Scars. Let's go with this one. Complexion. Go with that. No, eye color. I like that green. Really pops. Can we get red? 6 colors. Okay, so we do get red, or at least a light red, so we'll go with that. And now for the patterns of our head tails. So we can have no patterns. Ooh, I like that one and this one. Let's go at number A. And that's just random. Nope, that's just randomized the same. There we go. So we're going to be doing. Oh, I did not remove the Chrome bit. I do apologize, folks. Now, folks, there is going to be a moment where I'm going to back out of the game and go back in, and that is to get me a nice image to act as the thumbnail for the Smuggler's story.
Can't believe you made it through that Separatist shooting gallery, Captain. Your ship isn't even scratched. Takes guts landing in the middle of a battlefield. Nice flying.
I owe it all to my lightning reflexes and crackerjack timing.
Clearly had a lot of practice getting shot at. The name's Skavik. I'm picking up those blasters in your cargo hold. Excuse the rush, but need to get out of here quick. This village used to be safe, but the Separatists are taking over. If I were you, I'd haul jets as soon as we're done.
The sooner this is done, the better.
Sounds like the bombing's getting closer. The Separatists will be right on top of us any minute. Here's your payment for making this run, Captain. As soon as I have those blasters, you'll be free to fly.
Skavik, we've got a big problem. Separatists took over the local air defense cannon.
Oh, slow down, Corso. What are you talking about?
They deployed some kind of remote control stations, hijacked the cannon's targeting computer. Damn Separatists just destroyed an incoming Republic transport.
I'm sure the Republic troops will get everything under control.
They've already got their hands full. Separatist rocket launchers just attacked a Republic walker, knocked it down hard. With those remote control stations, the Separatists can override the air defense cannon's computer, turn that firepower against us anytime they want.
That's bad news, Captain. The Separatists will blast you out of the sky even if you think about taking off.
The Separatists have remote control stations all over the area. You'll probably have to hit several before they lose control of that cannon.
I should charge extra for my thrilling heroics.
Good luck. Hope we see you again.
Let's move, Corso. We're running out of time.
All right. So this is where we are actually going to call it, folks. I just wanted to get this sort of set up. It's time for me to try and get that nice logo. I also have a lot of setup to do because unfortunately the game does not carry over UI settings or like just anything in general. So we're just going to click play again to bring up this. Leave that paused just for a good while, and then I will be grabbing that image for the thumbnail. So there we go. And it automatically kicks me out. One also thing I will be doing while I'm also doing my other setup is picking an outfit for my Smuggler. We have quite a selection to go with. Let's see if I filter for armor. Nope. I like using this guy's mask, so I'm gonna go with this guy's mask. And I believe I did pick something. Oh yeah, this outfit. Now there is one thing I need to take into account is I'm playing let's see, I'm playing a power tech, so like I have medium armor, I also have heavy armor as well, and heavy armor is where I'm going to get most of my defense settings up. And in terms of combat style, I'm thinking I might go with shield tech, just for the sake of increasing my chances of survival as much as possible. If I'm going into melee, that's what I'm going to go with. So I don't think I have. See, the handy thing, This is one of the things that I do like about the outfitters is the fact that I could go heavy armor, and my character could still look like a typical smuggler. Because again, personal shield generators are a thing in Star Wars. Mind you, they're more found on heavier equipment. So there's that. So, I'll find a character that's worth this outfit at some point. In the meantime, yeah. So folks, this is gonna be it. I'll be setting up my UE, getting the map where I want it to actually be. There it is. Getting all of my settings where I want to be, like my quick bars, because I normally like to have the 2 quick bars here, and then a secondary quick bar where all of my other stuff on the bottom. So I'm going to be setting that up, as well as controls, because this is set to using not my number pad, and I prefer you playing the game with my number pad rather than my the normal button system. So yeah, I'm going to set all that up. So yeah, this is the Celtic Nerd. Sign out. One name, one sky.